A dinosaur survival horror game set inside an abandoned theme park sounds like one of those ideas that should be impossible to ruin. Claude gives you guns, puzzles, dark underground tunnels, dangerous enclosures, and enough prehistoric predators to make every trip outside feel like a terrible decision. The real question is whether those ingredients create something worth buying, or simply another ambitious indie game that needed more time to evolve. Claude takes place inside Prehistoria, a dinosaur attraction that has completely lost control of its residents. You enter the park as part of a covert mission, but the original objective quickly becomes less important than staying alive. The environment includes overgrown biomes, abandoned facilities, underground passages, aquatic areas, and enclosures designed for creatures that are no longer interested in remaining behind fences. This is not a non-stop dinosaur shooting game. Claude follows the slower rhythm of traditional survival horror. You explore, search for supplies, collect important objects, solve puzzles, unlock routes, and decide whether an enemy is worth fighting. Ammunition matters, healing items remain valuable, and wasting resources can leave you unprepared when something larger enters your path. That pressure is essential because the dinosaurs work best as threats rather than moving targets. Smaller predators use speed and numbers to create panic, while larger species can dominate an entire area. Encounters with creatures such as the Spinosaurus and Deinosuchus are designed to make you feel like prey. The game is at its best when you hear movement nearby without immediately seeing its source. The atmosphere does much of the heavy lifting. Prehistoria feels like a place once built to entertain visitors before everything went catastrophically wrong. Empty attractions, damaged structures, abandoned equipment, and scattered remains tell their own story. Darkness and restricted visibility are used effectively, while distant animal calls keep quiet sections uncomfortable. Once combat begins, the experience becomes less convincing. Weapons are functional, but can lack the weight and precision needed to make every encounter satisfying. Dinosaur movement may become unpredictable around tight spaces and environmental objects. Sometimes that behavior increases the fear. At other times, it exposes the limitations of the production. Puzzles provide a useful break from combat. You locate clues, operate mechanisms, restore access to parts of the park, and return to blocked locations with newly discovered items.
Construction of Prehistoria began in 1990 after the discovery of a prehistoric ecosystem thriving on an unexplored island in the Pacific Ocean. Previously believed to be extinct, news of these miraculous creatures sent a ripple of wonder and awe around the world. In 1993, construction of the first Prehistoria park was completed. The park was open to the public, and the mission to preserve these incredible animals began. On behalf of everyone at Enveracorp, welcome to Prehistoria.
Most puzzles fit the setting and avoid stopping the adventure completely, although certain objectives could communicate their requirements more clearly. Claude includes two separate ways to play. Classic mode offers the focused survival horror campaign with greater emphasis on exploration, puzzles, and the mission. Survival mode adds hunger, thirst, dynamic weather, a day and night cycle, and random dinosaur encounters. These systems create unpredictability but also introduce maintenance that will not appeal to everyone. Online co-op adds another reason to consider the game. Working with friends makes combat more manageable and transforms attacks into chaotic team encounters. The trade-off is that co-op removes much of the isolation that makes solo play frightening. Alone, every sound becomes a warning. With friends, the same moment frequently becomes comedy. Visually, Claude is inconsistent but effective. The environments create a strong sense of place, lighting supports the horror atmosphere, and dinosaur models make close encounters intimidating. Rough animation and uneven detail prevent it from looking fully polished. Performance is also a concern because the recommended hardware is unusually powerful compared with the visual quality. Now we can answer the question, is Claude worth buying? Yes, but only for the right type of player. If exploring a ruined dinosaur park already has your attention, Claude delivers enough atmosphere, tension, puzzle solving, and unpredictable encounters to justify the experience. Two modes and online co-op provide additional flexibility. If you expect polished gunplay, flawless dinosaur behavior, and AAA production quality, you should wait for updates or a discount. Technical problems and rough mechanics may be difficult to ignore. Claude is imperfect, occasionally awkward, and clearly ambitious, but Prehistoria remains a park worth visiting at least once. For survival horror fans who want to be hunted by something more interesting than another zombie, it is worth buying. Just do not expect every attraction to let you leave in one piece.